Hello, welcome back to Saturdays at Derek's. I'm Mike.
I float like a butterfly, I sting like a bee.
He's Muhammad Honky.
Hey, be careful, man. You'll end up in the same boat as George Takei.
Right. Yes. Apparently the right wing hates George Takei now. He's a racist. It's kind of funny how a group of people that get all upset and defensive the second anybody even remotely suggests that they may be racist are suddenly just like rapidly jumping all over the idea of George Takei being a racist when what he did is perfectly reasonable. I mean, it's just a serious overreaction.
Well, you know, he could have termed it better, but I don't know what I'm doing.
But anyway, continuing on.
We digress. Sorry, we are having technical difficulties. We gotta put up one of those things. But yeah, I mean, it's he could have termed it differently.
But well,
he's also extremely old school, so.
Well, what it is Clarence Thomas, in a written dissent about the Supreme Court judgment last week legalizing gay marriage, suggested that. How do you put that?
That we are legitimate in segregating gays from the ability to get married.
Yeah, and that segregating people like that does not take away their dignity. And he put out the idea that slavery wasn't damaging to dignity, and that locking Japanese Americans in internment camps in World War II wasn't any kind of a slight against their dignity. And George Takei, having been a guy that was in those internment camps, I think took offense to it and had something to say about it. And he used the term blackface when he said it, which is why suddenly the entirety of the right is screaming that George Takei is a racist. And it's silly because Clarence Thomas is fucking wrong. And he needs to just go back to molesting his secretary, because that seems to be the only thing he's good at. Anyway, I am digressing. So earlier this week, the trailer came out for a movie called Creed, which is a boxing flick, and it's the son of Apollo Creed and his rise in his boxing career, and he's going to be trained by Rocky Balboa. And I'm really, really jazzed about this. So what do you say we watch the trailer?
Let's do.
All right. Pissed at that wall, dude.
Boxers tend to be pissed off at walls.
I want to kill that wall, motherfucker.
You're not built for this. These boys coming here, they gotta fight for life. People die in the ring. Your daddy died in the ring. I don't know him. Ain't got nothing to do with me. Let me fight my whole life. It's not a choice for me. Every punch I ever thrown's been on my own. You might show me how to
Black
do this.
Bane.
I'm ready.
Oh, Felicia Rashad.
Oh, I didn't even recognize her.
Really? I did. Bill Cosby's TV wife.
Oh yeah, there's a lot of people who probably wouldn't know that.
I heard about a third fight between you and Apollo.
We do because we're old.
That's true?
Yeah, right.
Rocky!
How do you know all this?
I'm a son.
Is that called Rocco?
A great fighter once said, "It ain't about how hard you can hit. It's about
So,
how hard you can get
do you think this whole thing here is like they're trying to beat his ass? Or it's like the running up the stairs thing from the first Rocky movie?
Yeah,
And they're like his buddies and they're just following him.
It actually reminded me of Punch Out.
Show me something.
Yeah. None of those guys were that fat though. But either way, I am just really excited for this. I love the Rocky movies. Rocky 5 kind of, but I love most of the Rocky movies. I think it's really cool that, intentionally or not, Stallone has been taking us on this journey from the beginning of Rock's career in real time all the way up till now. I mean, we're watching Rocky age. We've watched all the major events in his life, except for the one that may not actually be canon.
Oh, Adrian.
What? No, Rocky 5.
Oh, okay.
I'm pretty sure when Rocky Balboa came out, Stallone was like, that was kind of bullshit, and no, that didn't happen.
I don't even remember how Rocky 5 went.
Rocky 5 was the one with Tommy Morrison. Where Rocky,
I don't think I ever actually
Tommy
watched
the
it.
Machine Gun.
I don't think I ever actually watched it.
Where Rocky takes Tommy under his wing and basically neglects his own fucking kid.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
And they had a Don King character, and people generally hated it.
Yeah. I barely remember it.
Yeah.
I think I only watched maybe a half hour of it
Oh, wow.
before
All
going
right.
on to something else.
Yeah, way to have endurance, dude.
Yeah.
But anyway, this movie looks like it's going to be really cool.
Rocky
I'm
Balboa-
really looking forward to it.
Rocky Balboa is really good, and
Yeah, it was.
It kind of looks like he's passing on the torch.
Yeah.
Yeah. So that's kind of cool.
Yeah, it's a lot of cool. I mean, maybe, Creed will be, the beginning of a new phase for the whole franchise. Nobody can tell. But hopefully it will be as good and exciting as all of the other ones were. The people that say, sequels suck, I give you the Rocky movies.
Yeah, well, it's weird because there's a lot of sequels that don't suck. In fact, sequels suck so little that we keep making them rather than creating new material constantly.
Well, and there's the odd excuse that, it's not really a sequel, it's a series, shit like that. But I don't think they would have called it Rocky 2 if it wasn't a sequel.
Right.
But either way, this should be really good. I'm very much looking forward to this movie.
So do you think his opponent is the son of...
What, like Clubber Lang or something?
Yeah, no.
Or Ivan Drago?
Ivan Drago, that was his name.
Okay.
Called Rocco. Yeah, no, Ivan Drago. You think it'll end up kind of going along those lines?
I don't think
it will, because
that'd be a little too convenient.
But yeah.
And seriously, I mean, Ivan Drago, I don't think he and his wife ever had kids because they lost the sex manual. Oh, come on, that guy's a fucking robot. Seriously. And I can't take credit for that, actually. That joke came from Mad Magazine.
Oh.
But it was good enough that I always remembered it. Do you guys have intercourse often? No, we have lost manual. Oh my God, that's fucked up. I love you, Mad Magazine. But anyway, and today is the 4th of July.
Yay.
The birthday of our country.
Go America.
Statistically, the possibly the biggest emergency room spike in the entire year. Because 4th of July, it pretty much hinges on alcoholism and burn ward visits.
Yeah. Yeah, I've been
And they're directly related.
I've been in a couple of those burn ward visits. Not personally involved, but
You've watched it happen.
involved with those who were involved.
Yeah, and generally preceded by, "Hey, check this out." You're like, "Oh fuck."
Actually, usually started with, "Hey, you know what we should do? Roman candle fight."
Oh, right, Dave. Yeah.
Yeah. But yeah, he'd like to catch them in his pocket.
I don't know. The worst I had is I got chased by a witch whistle once when I was a little kid.
I've stepped on sparklers.
No, I never did that. I think I just generally always had shoes on
Yeah.
when I was playing with that shit.
I was one of those barefoot kids.
Yeah.
So I'd be outside and I was, yow!
Yeah. Have you ever stopped at one of them fireworks stands? I don't know if they do it anymore, but they used to have like this legal form that you would have to sign when you bought shit.
No, I got bored.
To try and absolve them of any liability if you happen to catch on fire.
I got bored with fireworks before it became an issue for legality. Pretty much you were trusted that if you were going to be a dumbass, you would take responsibility for your own dumbassery.
Right.
When I was a kid.
You know, and this might sound kind of odd. I am opposed to certain fireworks being illegal. I think everything should be legal. Darwin.
Yeah.
Go ahead, take it. Whatever you do to yourself, you're taking yourself out of the equation.
Hey.
Congratulations. Well, I mean, let's face it. As much as Christmas time is the big period where like department stores get in the black for the year, the 4th of July is pretty much the same thing for hospitals. I mean, it directly correlates. They make all their money this weekend.
Well, there's a lot of booze involved, and then, I mean, you were talking about going grocery shopping earlier today, or yesterday?
Oh, yeah. I was going, and I live in a little town, and I went to the grocery store to pick up a couple of things, and this was on Wednesday or Thursday, and as I was going in, there was a guy and his buddy coming out of the grocery store with a cart literally stacked full of beer. I mean, it was about yay far over the top of the cart and completely packed full.
Now, they could be throwing a party, but it's small town Wisconsin, so it could just be the weekend.
Yeah. But, oh, God, that whole visit was just nuts.
Yeah.
I mean, it just swimming through people who were just bouncing off of each other like drunk cattle.
Yeah, well, Woodman's was pretty busy today, too. So, yeah, it's just elbow to elbow.
Yeah, but, so you guys have fun this weekend. I'm, for the most part, going to just stay inside and save Gotham City.
Yeah, well, we're probably going to...
Or Tamriel. I mean, I know we're talking about going and doing something today, doing something with some friends, but nothing nearly as alcoholic or explosive as most people are this weekend.
Nah, we kind of got tired of that stuff when we were kids.
Yeah, well, I love America, but I don't need to participate in that sort of shit.
Yeah, I don't know. Fireworks just are kind of boring for me.
Well, fireworks are boring, and then there's the bastard trying to get out of the park after it's done.
Yeah.
It's a giant knot of stupid, and I don't want to deal with it.
Although last year we did have a pretty good time because we went to they started doing rhythm and booms over the.
Are they even doing rhythm and booms at all anymore?
I think it was last weekend.
Was it?
But they do it by.
Because I know they've been talking about just stopping it altogether.
They do it by the Frank Lloyd Wright Convention Center that goes out over the lake now. Yeah. And we're on a boat because we were celebrating Dawn's life, Tyler's mom's life, because she had passed away earlier that year. And so Tyler rented a boat. We went out and watched him on a boat, and that was pretty cool.
All right, that's awesome. Well, and 4th of July, by the way, before we go out, it's my stepdad's birthday, so happy birthday, Phil.
Oh, it's my ex stepmom's birthday. Happy birthday, T.
Yes, Teresa, happy birthday.
Oh,
I didn't
yesterday
know
was
that.
Josh's birthday. So happy birthday, Josh.
Josh, your brother, or Josh Goes?
Josh, my brother.
Oh, yeah, happy birthday, Josh, if you still watch this.
Oh, he watched. You gotta read the comments on the gay marriage episode.
Really? I thought he had stopped commenting.
Oh no, it's
Yeah?
good. It's good.
Oh, well, I can't wait to hear this. And maybe on
I
next
got-
week's episode, we'll talk about
I
it.
gotta finish arguing with him.
Ah.
I've just been too tired to continue arguing afterwards.
So I take it in his confused mazement of politics, he's against it?
Oh yeah.
Why?
Well, he says marriage shouldn't even be a legal issue. Marriage should be a religious issue. But my argument is that it is. And go read the comments. Watch the video. Read the comments.
Yeah, I'll read the comments. Maybe, hey, we should
It's
see if-
actually a pretty good argument. Like I said, I've got to go finish my end of it though.
all right, maybe we should have Josh over to talk about it next weekend.
Yeah, sure.
See if he's interested. But anyway, our time's just about up. So you guys have a great week. Enjoy the 4th of July. Try not to set each other on fire. And if you're too drunk, sleep in the trunk.
Just make sure you leave it cracked a little bit for breathing room.
No, don't leave the car running while you're in the trunk.
Well, it can get hot in there too if you got it completely sealed shut. It's not a good idea.
All right. Safety tips from Derek.
Yes. Has me.
Now say toodles and let's get out of here.
Toodles.